Shalom, Kal Halal, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Recha Kodash. Double honor to the elder apostles, double honor to the elder bishops and the elders of the Great Millstone GMS, who rule well, who teach well, and salutations to the elect. Abba Ratazah, which means Father willing. So Father willing, this lesson is edifying. And hey man, alright. Esau's false science is being debunked, man. Alright. More and more proof, alright, of how much of a devil this devil truly is. Okay, more and more information is coming out, alright, from their own people. Okay, so here's an article from the peoplesvoice.tv, which is published on the 7th of November 2025, so it's obviously a recent article, and I'll put this in the description area, this link to the article in the description area underneath. Okay, and I won't spend too much time on this, alright? Let's get a few, scriptures, alright? But yeah, the headline says, American Heart Association sounds alarm. Fill in the blank trains immune system to attack heart. Alright, so this devil knew full well what he was doing, alright? Waging, warfare, alright? Upon the world, man, through his science, alright? Depop agenda. Okay, get the world's population, make it decrease to around 500 million people, right? But obviously the Georgia Guidestone's been knocked down, all right? Okay, and that's why they was pushing to get the max, to get the thingy, the candy, the arm candy, all right? And yep, myocarditis. This is not medical misinformation; it's just in the news, all right? Okay, all sorts of different health problems, as we always say, okay? And yeah, we warned you not to take it, all right? People are just dropping, healthy people, fit people, young people, athletes, entertainers, actors, singers, all right, who were just doing fine before. And hey, look, and the word immune means in service. The body has its own natural immune system to fight off diseases, all right? And what that max did to you was weaken that and infiltrate it, really. A stunning new study published in the American Heart Association's flagship journal Circulation last week has confirmed what many independent researchers have long suspected. The fill-in-the-blank itself, not the crown infection, triggers myocarditis through devastating autoimmune attacks on the heart, yeah? Cardio going back to heart, yeah? All right, so that's why people are having like heart problems, heart just other heart-related problems. All right, before we go further, let's get the scripture. Psalm chapter 64 verse 8 reads, So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves, all that see them shall flee away. That's right. You see? So even his own people are coming out and spilling the beans on the wickedness that they've been doing. All right? All throughout these different industries. Okay? They're coming out and telling you. So it's not like, hey, we're just making this up or it's our opinion. Nah. This is facts. And it's coming from their own mouth. Okay? And they're very proud and stuff like that. So hey, they're telling on themselves. All right. So yeah, this man's being exposed daily. All right, daily. Matthew chapter 10 verse 26 says, Fear them not therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known. Yeah, so it's all coming out. Okay. All right, what's in the dark, all the the wickedness that they've been doing in the dark is coming out. Luke chapter 12 verse 2, For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Absolutely. Okay. You've got alternative sites. All right. People, even discussing things about this on other platforms. Okay. And you can just do the research on it too. Alright? That was not for your betterment. Alright, and then they heavily pushed that upon our people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. Alright? So we go back to the article. Researchers from Queen Mary University of London, Landspitali University and Hospital in Iceland, and several European institutions found that people who developed acute myocarditis or pericarditis, and you can look that up as, you know, and things like that, after the fill in the blank showed a distinct pattern of immune activation not seen in you-know-what patients. The paper titled Combined Adaptive Immune Mechanisms Mediate Cardiac Injury After Fill in the Blank reveals that T cells from fill in the blank injured patients began attacking the body's own heart proteins because parts of the MAXine encoded spike protein closely mimic human cardiac tissue. T cells from patients who developed myopericarditis after fill in the blank recognize fill in the blank encoded spike epitopes, homologous to those of cardiac self-proteins, the authors wrote. Yeah. In plain English, that means the immune system trained to recognize the fill-in-the-blank spike protein mistakes parts of the heart for the virus, a process known as molecular mimicry. One of the spike fragments identified in the study mimics a potassium channel found in heart muscle cells. When mice were injected with that specific spike fragment, they developed the same kind of myocarditis seen in humans after vaccination. Okay, so of course that's going to shorten your life. Okay. Never trust your enemy. Never trust thine enemy. Psalm chapter 140 and verse 4. Keep me, O Yahweh, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have purposed to overthrow my goings. And that's the plan of these devils, man. Okay. This is the violent man. Okay. Let's look at his track record. Look what he's done. Look at the diseases he spread. Smallpox. Alright. Everything. Pretty much. Alright. That's why we're not ignorant to Satan's devices and what these devils are doing, conjuring up things in the lab. He's a mad scientist, coming up with new diseases, right, and then pushing them on different people groups. All right, spreading them in the neighborhoods and stuff. Okay, look what he's doing to the earth: deforestation. The Amazon rainforest is pretty much the lungs of the earth, and that's found in Brazil. And this devil's just chopping down trees constantly like that. Animals have to pick up and go somewhere else. Habitat loss, so they end up moving into the cities and, you know, being around amongst people looking for food. Okay, everything's out of course. Foundations of the earth are out of course, as the scripture says. All right. Yeah. Psalm 140 verse 11. Let not an evil speaker be established in the earth. Evil shall hunt the violent man to overthrow him. And this devil's going to be soon overthrown, man. Alright, then the whole earth will rejoice. People are in mourning right now, man. Okay? Trees are mourning. Animals are mourning. Protests all around the world. Okay? Alright? Yeah, man. This devil has to go. The cancer of the earth. Let's get back to that article, man. So why the thingy reaches the heart? The researchers also discovered that the thingy unique biodistribution, the way its nanoparticles spread throughout the body, may allow the immune system to home in on the heart. They identified a population of T cells expressing a receptor called CMET, which acts like a GPS signal. GPS stands for Global Positioning System, all right, which acts like a GPS signal guiding the immune attack specifically toward cardiac tissue. And once your heart goes, that's it. Blocking this CMET pathway prevented the heart-directed immune reaction in laboratory models, a finding that could help explain why myocarditis causes cluster around young men and occur most often after the second or third shot when immune priming is strongest. Yeah, and many people went and took the second and the third, the booster thing. All right. So hey, I warned you. So that's an image. Alright. Let's get Job. Job chapter 15 and verse 35 reads, they conceive mischief and bring forth vanity, and their belly prepareth deceit. Alright, that's what's in the minds of these people, man. Alright? Prepare deceit, lie to you and say it's good for, this will save your life. Alright, this will prevent you from getting the crown. Alright? And it's done worse. Alright? They're all about mischief and causing mischief. And they have many different ways of doing that. Okay? And it's truly not helped anyone. It's been vain. Alright? They work evil upon their beds, man. Alright? And in the morning they do carry it out. Alright, so yeah. Jill Bates. Geoengineering makes humans smarter. Constant chemtrails in the air too. This man's buying up farmland as well. This ain't just coincidence. Alright. An autoimmune, not infectious process. The study authors conclude that post-vaccine myocarditis is an autoimmune disorder triggered by spike mimicry, not a direct result of viral infection or contamination. In other words, the body's own defense is supercharged by the thingy platform turned against the heart. Wow. Okay. Yeah, man. This devil being exposed. Alright. Esau is being made bare. Right? Before it goes down, he has to be exposed. Shalom.